Coming into the 2024 Cocodona 250, we had super low expectations for ourselves and what we could do as a team, but we surprised ourselves.
I mean, of everybody that's come in so far, the only person that really looked good as him was Harry. He looks better than we feel here in the studio. Finn Melanson, our 7th place finisher, 70 hours, 22 minutes.
Because of all the conditions, we came into the thing just wanting to have fun, and fun led to a pretty good result. I finished 7th in about 70 hours, and it was amazing. I had this thesis that I could hike 3 to 3.5 miles per hour on a pretty consistent basis. I'd be in contention for the win. It did not play out that way. There was a monumental shift in strategy, execution, approach, and athletic talent at the 2024 event. And when I crossed that finish line, I found myself, yes, in 7th place, which was awesome, but 10, 11 hours away from the front of the field. It was wild, especially when things went relatively smooth. You're generally stoked about the event. You want to come back and you want to see what you can do better. Why was I out there running the Antelope Island Buffalo Run 50? It's a race that I have included sort of as a staple of my Cocodona 250 training. I did it also last year in 2024, and I believe it serves as this awesome benchmark for the type of running shape that I'm in. I had put together a slightly different schedule in 25. The season kicked off at the Trans Gran Canaria Classic. It didn't go well. I DNF'd 75% into the race, never really got to use my fitness or test a lot of the key things that I wanted to work on. And so in a lot of ways, the Buffalo Run was sort of this confidence boost, this rebirth, and this reaffirmation that I'm still in it. I'm still dedicated to Cocodona, and just get some of the confidence back.
Welcome. Thank you for coming out to the 20th Buffalo Run. Almost half the park's existence, this race has existed. Good luck out there. You'll need it. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run, you fools!
Hi, babe. Good job.
There's this really cool pack that forms early, pushing the pace pretty hard. You know, we're definitely running low 7s to maybe 640s on the Mountain View Trail.
You guys are cooking.
It was cool to kind of be in the back of that pack and staying within myself, but thinking to myself, like, you know, Alex has studied this course really well. He knows what it's going to take to get to the finish line.
I'm going to go out for the win, and then if it's in the cards that day, I'm going to go for the course record.
On the way back from the first aid station, maybe 15 miles into the race, I got separated from the field. And it's basically from around mile 15 to about mile 28 where I have lost touch with sort of the front of the pack. And again, that was fun too, because I think there's going to be moments at Cocodona where I am going to be sort of on my own island and I have to stay self-motivated and within myself and focused. And so that was good practice.
Gotta go.
Electrolytes and water is in the blue.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Have a great race.
Good job, babe. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Everyone's right up there.
Let's go, Zach.
Let's get it, man.
Voice the men right here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo, let's go, Finn. Hey, Finn. Let's fucking go, buddy.
I picked up my pacer, Mike McMonagle, at mile 28, and Mike was just amazing. He has this gift of not only being competitive for himself, but like transferring that on to anyone he's working with. You immediately are faced with this pretty significant for that course climb out of the bay up towards sort of the more wilderness areas of the island. And he's helping me meter my effort. He's telling me when to push and pull. We are analyzing the competition in front of us and just sort of making internal calculations around, if and when we'll get to meet up with them and make this thing a race. And it was awesome.
Motherfucker's gonna get this thing. Yeah, you guys are catching up to both of them. Good luck.
We get to the Elephant Rock aid station around mile 35, and we've made up a lot of time. We're actually like within striking distance of, at this point, both Sam and Alex. I don't think Alex or Sam had ever turned back to see the ground that I was making up, but obviously they see me on the turnaround, and it's just this funny sort of surprise moment because they probably think that it's a two-person race, and there I am adding to the drama. Alex, I think, gets another burst of energy, and he might further separate, but Sam was definitely losing steam. I make a pass there, and yeah, around mile 34, 35, I'm firmly in second place.
Yeah, Alex skipped the aid station.
You got 25 minutes. Course record is 25 minutes. Come on, baby. Good to go. Let's go.
The last 7 miles of this thing, it's crunch time. Mike basically looks back at me and he's like, hey, if there was ever a time to just waste all the remaining energy, go inside yourself and find a source that you don't typically find, now is the time.
I'm okay with it.
Might be a kick finish for the 50 miler. There's two guys 50 seconds apart with 3 miles to go. And we might be in course record contention this year, which is so fun for the 20th anniversary.
Did Finn say anything about it this morning, or?
About the course record?
Yeah.
He said he was feeling fit, but wasn't gonna push for it. So I don't know.
40.84 and 40.85. We got Marie Mullen from Murray and Amber Krellen.
Let's go! Let's go!
2099. Finn Melanson finishing up. 50-mile finish. And 4057 coming across the
Thank you for the
line.
shoes.
Appreciate you, dude.
Hell of a run.
Dude, I would not have been pushing this bad without you. I'm serious. You're putting the pressure on the entire day.
Likewise.
Man, when I saw you in the elephant head oven back, I was like, where did he come from? I was like, oh no, this is not looking good. Incredible race, dude.
Thank you.
Holy
Get to the finish line. Second place, 2 minutes under the longstanding, I think it was a 14-year-old Dylan Bowman course record. Pretty cool. I lose to Alex by about 3 minutes. He had gone 5 and change under. Really impressive.
What was your time?
6:09:44.
It's a new course record.
Let's go.
So I need to write you a check too for some more money
Okay.
because course record. Carl Tippis is going to be out some change today.
The wind was actually nice because it kept us cool, I would say. I was kind of in no man's land for a long time. I stopped to use the bathroom and never caught up. And so I was kind of playing
oh,
catch up all day. Picked up Mike McMonagle at White Rock Bay. He's my pacer. And he just went to work. He was like a drill sergeant. And I went silent. I took all of his orders. There'd be moments where he's like, all right, sit back, like, take this climb, be conservative. And he'd say, squeeze. And squeeze meant like he just pushed for a little bit. And he got every last morsel of energy out of me. I was totally spent at the finish. It was just a great way to go out because I don't know when I'm going to do this race again. And so I really wanted to memorialize this year, and I wanted to lay it all out there. I didn't quite get the result that I thought I could, but I gave it my all. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, yeah, like I lost that battle. It was a fun battle. I lost it, and there was, a little bit of sadness there, but this was maybe the best race of my life. I had been training the last 4 months to try to get to this level, and it was cool to see it realized. Ran fast, never really faded. I mean, I was a little bit slower in those last 7 than I wanted to, but like if you look at the Strava data, it was pretty consistent with the rest of the race. Nutrition went pretty well. Gear didn't fail me. Mindset-wise, I pushed as hard as I possibly could have. So there was just a lot of great takeaways, and it's the experience that you don't want to save for race day. Like you do these training races so that all of these things are secure or familiar at the big dance. And yeah, I feel like I can check all those boxes, and we're gonna be that much wiser, that much more veteran-like come May 5th. There's a couple things that I'm doing coming into 2025. The first, I'm getting as fast as I possibly can get, because one of the open secrets of Cocodona, and I think the multi-day racing scene at large, is you actually have to run a lot of the miles. So I've spent the last 3 to 4 months getting really fit, doing a lot of workouts here at Liberty Park, making sure that I'm coming into a lot of my B and C races ready to run. The second thing is I have to hustle at aid station. We're treating these like pit stops. I cannot dilly-dally. I cannot sit there and mope for 20 to 30 minutes or, sip on a beer and just be glad I'm there. Like if I'm racing, if I'm trying to compete, we need to minimize these crew engagements as optimally as possible. We have to treat these things like a 50-mile or 100-mile race. And then I just have to honor the competition. Last year, the 2024 race, it got deservedly a ton of fanfare around how competitive it was. It was going to be the most competitive multi-day race we've ever seen on American soil, and it proved to be that. But if you look at the 2025 event, I believe it is just as compelling, if not more compelling. On the men's side, you've got Max Jolliffe, Moab 240 winner. You've got Ryan Sands, Western States 100 champion. You've got Jeff Garmeyer returning. You've got Michael McKnight, Cocodona champion. Michael Versteeg, Cocodona champion. You've got Jack Scott, Spine champion. You've got Harry Subertes returning, Cocodona champion last year in dramatic fashion. On the women's side, you've got Courtney DeWalter. You've got Lindsay Dwyer. You've got Sarah Ostazuski. You've got Rachel Entrikin. Again, just like these deep, deep, deep fields. And so I've got to be ready. And I'm excited. What we want to do with this last, month in front of us, we're going to work with the garage door open. We're going to give you as much access as we possibly can to how I'm training for this race, how I'm thinking about nutrition, mindset, other training races. We've got this another local 50K called the Serengeti. Like, I just want to take you through all of it so that by the time we get to race day, if you're either in the race yourself or you're a fan of this thing and you're following along in the live stream, you have sort of an in-depth understanding of kind of our approach, what we went through, how we're feeling. And we're just excited. If you really like the content we're making and you want to be this sort of larger supporter of it, I'm also going to link our Patreon in the pinned comment below. It's honestly a great way to directly interface with us, and we do ultimately have plans to post a lot of content there that doesn't make it to YouTube or the podcast or our social channels. So go check it out, patreon.com/Singletrack, and subscribe.